YouTube, what is up? Hope you all are having a great morning, great afternoon, whatever time it is from the place you're watching. We are looking at ES right now, and ES just had news. So we're looking at the reaction of all these buyers and sellers, all this volume off of news. So with news, I look for two things. I usually look for kind of a double-sided move. This move has two parts. So usually you get a move down in the beginning like this, right? So you get a move down and then up, or you get a move up and then down. So you get these two moves and they each reverse the other one. So it's up, down, or down, up, right? So one and then the other one in the opposite direction. And also right now, what I'm looking at is to see if price is going to continue with this crazy upward movement or if we're just going to reject and move down because we have zero levels to go off of. This is the highest price has ever been. This is all-time high. So this is not a place where you come in and you start trying to place big orders because this is extremely, extremely risky. This is a place where you could go light and you could get not, I don't want to say lucky, but you could target something that's really high risk to reward just because you just want to make some money. But that's something that I would not recommend for a new trader. That's something I would only recommend for somebody who has a lot of capital and who just wants to get some exposure to the market in these very, very volatile times. Right? But we did have news and we will continue to have more news today. So today is a heavy news day, heavy news day. So days like this, it's best to sit on your hands, right? Unless I see something I really, really like, I'm not going to be getting into anything. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna say it on here just so everybody knows. I don't want y'all to miss this. This is so important. What I'm about to say, so important. So if you did apply to the academy, you either got an email or you're receiving an email. And it's from info@profitinsider.com, right? So I sent a screenshot of what the email looks like, and it's going to say you were accepted into the academy. We have, let me check, I think we have 18 out of 25 spots are already claimed, right? So if you have an email sitting in your inbox and you haven't opened it up and claimed access yet, you could be one of the people that can get access, but if somebody claims the spot before you, so I think you have like 8 or so more hours, and then we'll move down the wait list, and then those spots will get claimed super, super fast, right? So just make sure that you check your email and you look for that email. It'll say something like, congratulations, you got accepted into Profit Insider Academy, or congratulations, or not congratulations, it says like, good morning, I'm sorry to inform you that unfortunately we did not choose you. But the acceptance email will be like, congratulations. The denial email is kind of like, it's not like mean or anything. It's just like, yo, like you didn't get in. So that's what's going on with that. All right. So for anybody that's new, right now we're watching price have a reaction based off news. So this is very, very speculative. This is extremely risky. And most levels, right, will not have as much relevance, but you still can see a little bit of my strategy playing out right here, just in case, just in terms of New York Open. So if you mark out this right here, we do actually come right below the New York Open. So you could have had some risky entry off there, very, very hard. But I mean, you can still see price has that reaction off of the New York Open just because it's liquidity. There's a lot of orders right there. But right now, there's really only one thing I'd be looking at. Is this trend going to continue or is it going to reverse? If it's going to continue, we're going to see more things like this. So this could have been a potential long, right? Very risky, but if it's going to continue, you're going to be looking for small pullbacks to get into longs off of. Now, this is risky. This is very risky. But if you are trading, that's where you're looking at. If you are somebody who's like, you know what, I'm going to take that fucking risk. I'm going to expose myself to some risk, then you can get in off of a small pullback. But this is extremely risky, right? And this is not financial advice. This is just me sharing my opinion on what I am personally looking at in the marketplace. Right. And the thing with these news events is it's very erratic because you usually have like a big whoa, blah, my bad. You usually have a big trend continuation, right? So like, for example, we just keep moving up, or you'll have a significant trend reversal, meaning this will be the high, and then we'll just fall down and we'll come test this, then go below this. So be aware. Those are really only the two possibilities. I don't really see us ranging in here. I see us either reversing, coming down, or just continuing up. But we are at all-time highs, so we have no levels to mark. People may be wondering, Why do you have no levels right here? This is all-time high. So there's literally no levels past this, right? And even these levels are a little iffy because we've just recently created them. Sugar-free Red Bull. It's not good for you. Don't do it. So I'm gonna check the chat, make sure everybody's doing well. A Red Bull after morning coffee. So it's a little coffee shop. So that was actually my morning coffee. I was just thinking like coffee shop because I usually grab a coffee, but this is my only caffeine for the morning. Good question though. I appreciate you checking in because that would be insane. Not gonna lie. If I ripped a morning coffee and then sip in a Red Bull like 5 minutes after, that'd be a little much. And if y'all are doing that, I'm not judging y'all. It's just coming from a place of concern for my own health. But yeah, I mean this is just I mean, if the trend continues though, like little pullbacks like this are not bad places to get in if the trend continues, right? So if this stays above this, if we don't come below this, then we're just gonna keep targeting. We're gonna keep doing what we call just a simple uptrend, right? So low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. I'll draw it out too. So it'll be something like this if we do continue. And you want to find pullbacks to get into. What you don't want to do, and people do this, is you don't want to try to short once you're already in a pullback and then get caught in this, and then try to short again and then get caught in this. So you just want to play the trend. Out for $4,500. Holy shit, man. Fuck yeah. That's what we do. That's what we fucking do. If I already pay for premium monthly, will I get the email? Yes, you will get the email. Premium is separate from the academy. If you're a lifetime premium member, you already have access to the academy, and you should already see that now in your WAP product. So if you're a lifetime member, go to WAP, go to Hub, you'll see the course, and then you'll be receiving information on there as to what else is coming out and all that other stuff. But if you are monthly, it's separate products. And the reason for that is there's going to be live calls in the academy, right? And it's like pretty much a one-on-one education experience for just a few other people. So I'm not going to just have everybody come into the academy. I'm going to limit it off. All right, so watch this because this is important because this is either a pullback and then a continuation of the uptrend or it's a trend reversal. So watch. If it's a pullback, then this is not a bad spot to get into longs. I'm not saying go jump into longs. I'm just saying light risk. But if it's a trend reversal, then we will be coming back down to test this New York Open or just come like just above it. It's the price action we get is very odd during these news times, and usually you can like kind of understand the movement it's going to make. And that's not to say like you're going to call everything exactly, but you're going to understand like the overall market structure. So like, okay, we're going to have a big move, and then we're going to have another big move, then we're going to have a big move, then we're going to have some more consolidation. I'm going to start streaming on Kick, by the way, y'all. So I'm going to do a shout out on my Kick on my Instagram and on Discord, and I'll do a giveaway, like 1,000 followers or something, and then I'm gonna start doing some Kick streaming. See, that's what I was talking about with like the when I said this is not a bad idea to get into some longs, so this is a pullback. Like that's how you gotta do it. You just gotta scalp, right? You gotta play those little scalps, those little. And I was actually wanted to talk about something. I think it was Umar Ashaf talk about this. Please forgive me if I said his name wrong, but he's a really good trader. I have a ton of respect for him. And he was talking about something that I think about a lot, but I didn't really ever put it into words. So I just wanted to give him a shout out. He was talking about intuition and how big of a part intuition plays in trading. And I think that's so true because so often when you're trading, there's some moments where it's just like intuition. And I'll realize that because sometimes you all will ask me questions and they're really good questions. They get me thinking. Like you all will be like, okay, so if this candle closes above this and we have this break and retest, do I enter here or do I wait for this candle closure? And sometimes I'm like, why can't I think of a clear answer? Because so often I can. So often I'm like, bam, like you'd actually wait for that candle closure, but look at that trade on the 15-minute as well to give you a better confluence. And sometimes when I can't get that answer, I'm like, why can't I get that answer? Like what's holding me back? Because it's not that I don't know it. It's just that I can't formulate a you know, concise, quick answer. And then now I'm like, that's because a lot of this just comes down to intuition. A lot of me entering trades or me exiting trades will just come down to the fact that I've seen a condition or I've seen certain conditions present themselves in the market so many times that for me, it's just kind of intuition, right? It's like in sports when you just know to do that move. It's like, how'd you do that move? It's like, because I just knew, you know? So a lot of this will come down to intuition, which will just go back to just hours on the chart, just watching the chart, just getting obsessed with it, right? You should be dreaming about charts. I'm kind of kidding. I'm kind of serious. You should be dreaming about charts. I have dreamed about charts in the past. Is it weird? Yes. But there was a time, right, when I literally had like a Forex chart back when I was doing the Forex thing in my dream. And I was like, what the fuck? But then I was like, this is good. This is good because it shows that you're committed. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even joking. I'm just saying, like, when trading and when your obsession and your curiosity starts entering your life in other ways. So it's like, okay, maybe you just want to talk about trading or maybe like that's a good sign. But don't get like weird about it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're on a date, don't just like start talking about charts. Just, just chill out, enjoy your life. But moral of me talking about that is just time on the charts, time on the charts. And that's a big piece of this. It's just getting to that place in your life where you have that intuition. Try Jocko Go. I will definitely try that. I love Jocko. Scalped $425. That's what we fucking do. So y'all are dreaming about charts. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. It works. Don't talk about liquidity on a date, bro. Trust me. It does not work. How do I know? It's a story for a different day. So we're still looking right here to see if this is a pullback or if this is a turn reversal. Red Bull's done. Probably a good thing. I did spill some of the Red Bull. Oh, look at all this volume that we have coming here. 12,000. It's going to be a lot too. 1,000, 12,000. This is probably also like 10,000, 12,000, 6,000. And then this should also be decent volume. Yeah. Academy spots still open. Yes, there are still a few spots in the academy. I think we are at 18 or 19 out of 25 spots have been filled. So there's like 6 spots left. Captain Huss, good morning, good morning. Do you think stocks will sell off the rest of the week as CPI was lower than forecasted? So the one thing I always try to identify, also, if you did take longs, when I said right here that this is not a bad idea to take longs, if this is a pullback, you're up a ton. This is a nice scalp, right? So just not saying like take profits, but just remember you're already up nice from right here. And that play is just purely momentum. We're in an uptrend. We're making it's what phase of the uptrend are we in? Right? So like phases of trends, you have lows, you have higher highs, higher low. That was a higher low. We continued up. So it's what phase of the uptrend are you in? You are betting that you're in the higher low and then make a higher high, or we're about to make a higher high ideally if we come up here. Good morning, good morning. Yellow, red, and blue zones, those are the I'm sorry, the sessions, the Forex sessions, which I discussed in the course. So I definitely recommend checking out the course if anything on my chart looks unfamiliar. Good morning, good morning. Don't talk about trading with people. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a case for not talking with people about trading. Well, some people just won't believe in you. Some people will like force you to trade for them. They'll be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna send you money. Can you trade for me?" And you're like, "No, I can't do that." And you're like, "Nope." And they're like, "Yep, the money's on the way." And you're like, "Yo, chill." But yeah, I mean, you'll get all kind of reactions. But some people are cool about it. There's a lot of people that I've noticed that are like older than our generation. Like when I say our generation, I just mean like 20, age 20 through I don't know 35. If you're older or younger, you're still a part of the family. I'm just giving a generalization. But there's a lot of people who are much older that actually trade, which I find kind of cool. Like some people trade like commodities, and some people just invest. And everybody's opinion is valuable. Like trust me. I mean, if you talk to some old guy and he like hates Bitcoin, find out why he hates Bitcoin because there's probably a reason, right? It could just be because he saw like something on um, the news with Jim Cramer hating Bitcoin, but just it always helps to understand the public sentiment, to understand how people are thinking about certain assets, how people are thinking about trading. It's always helpful. Always pay attention to that stuff. Your doctor day trades, hell yeah. Friend that said, I prefer to start trading with money instead of wasting my time learning on paper trading. Yeah, so that's an interesting thing. So let's talk about that for a second. So like the pros and cons of doing that. So the pros of doing that is he is going to get a feel for the emotional aspect of trading. But the cons of doing that is he's probably going to lose some fucking money, right? He may not. Like I hope your friend is balling right now. I hope he's in, Dubai living it up with the camels and the diamonds and all that good stuff. But he's probably going to lose a little bit of money first. So like the question you have to ask yourself is, am I comfortable losing some money in my learning phase? And for me, I was, just because I was like in this phase of like this has to work. But I also can look back now and say that there were some risks I took, there were some trades I took in the beginning of my journey that could have went the complete opposite way and made this a lot longer. So you do have to understand, like you have to understand, okay, what's the downside of this trade? What's the upside? Like with my Litecoin trade, the trade that I'll pretty much say the trade that got me out of my 9 to 5, that could have went wrong. And if it would have went wrong, would my life have been destroyed? No. But would it have taken me a lot longer to get out of my job? Yes. Right. But I understood that. And at the time I was just like, this is going to work. I was like so certain in it. It's one of those plays. Like I had such high confidence in it. It was crazy. I had such high confidence in it. And it was this like weird connection to the market. I was like, this is going to fucking work. This is going to work. And I really haven't had many of those high confidence trades since. If I do, I'll send it out because I want other people to get in on that. But this was like I just had this feeling. I was like, this is going to work. But when you are in that phase, people often ask like, should I quit my job and go all in? I only went all in on trading when I had some cash. I waited till I made some cash because when you have no cash, it's very hard to go all in because if you are relying completely on trading for your income and you are not making any other income, you're going to be very stressed out. And also trading in the beginning is not a consistent form of income. Once you start to make money with it, it can be consistent. But even then, right? Like always understand, okay, have some investments, have potential other ways to get income. So just don't burn the boats until you know that your boat floats. It's actually a nice quote. I just ripped that right now. I didn't even read that. But don't burn the boats until you know that your boat floats. Because if the boat you're on is not working and it's sinking, then you're just getting on a different boat that's already burned. You know what I'm saying? So like just make sure that you are at the phase of trading or close to the phase of trading where you're able to make consistent income. Shall we short this so bad? Be very careful. I am not liking that very much. Like this, I liked. This, I was like, okay, this is a nice little position for a long. It's already up 10 points from when I said it right there. But the reason I don't like to short this is because what are we going off of? Right? Your only thesis for a short right now is that the trend's going to reverse. And you don't have any evidence to support that. So yes, you could, but I don't see any evidence to support that. I see evidence that the uptrend is continuing and that we're going to come up, probably make a higher high and then make a lower high. So like if you did short, it would be a scalp. It'd be a scalp and you'd want to be out in like 4 or 5 points and you'd be betting that we're going to make another higher low. But I would actually be trying to get in on the higher low for longs because I think you have more room. I don't see anything telling me like, hey, short this. Go back to full to fair value gap. So I don't use fair value gaps. I have nothing against them at all, and I probably end up like I probably just don't realize that I'm using them, and I probably use them sometimes as demand zones. But I'm assuming you're referring to this level right here, right, from this bottom wick to right here, and you're waiting for a pullback there. That's what I'd be looking for something like that. And you're just betting on this trend to continue. And remember, we are in all-time highs. So this is risky, risky. May the evidence be based that at every all-time high it pulls back. That could be your evidence. Yeah, that could be your evidence, and that is a good way to look at it. And it is a good way to look at it, but also like make sure you have a set idea of your short. Like don't just get in the short and then figure out when you're going to get out later. Be like, okay, I'm looking for shorts. I'm targeting 5 points. My stop's right above here. Like systematic, like a robot. It's so funny. Like people are always like, on my videos, you trade like a robot or something. And I'm like, that's a compliment because I'm trying to be trading like a robot. That's what I told myself. You want to be trading like a robot. I'm not trying to be trading like, I don't know, like, I don't know, like whoever some emotional creature is. Like, I'm not trying to be trading like fucking like Drake or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to be trading like a robot without emotions. Live stream start for the academy. So live stream everybody. I sent out a message to everybody in the academy, so you can read that. But I'll say it again right here. The live streams will start for the academy when everyone is accepted, when everybody's in and good to go. So not everybody has claimed their spots yet, and we haven't finished sending out all the emails. We're still sending out emails. Remember, we are doing it manually, and we've had thousands and thousands of people apply, and we are literally going in there and typing it out. If we were not doing it manually, it'd be quicker. But we actually just want to go in and just read through it. But the live streams will start when all the spots are filled. So there'll be an announcement when all the spots are filled, like, hey, we're done with the emails, and hey, the spots are filled, and then the live streams will start. But feel free, if you're already in, feel free to go ahead and start watching the course, right? Because why not, right? Why not just get a little bit of background information, get prepared? So if you're in already, I would definitely start watching the course. Lifetime members do not get an email. What you have to do if you're a lifetime member, you have to go into WAP and you have to look at your products that you own, and you should see a courses thing, right? So I've said a few times, lifetime members will not be getting an email because you already have access. The email is for people who don't already have access, giving them access. And read through in premium courses, we sent an instruction guide on how to find that product in WAP. All right, so that's why I was like, I don't love shorting right there because I still think we're coming up. I still think we're making a new high, right? So I just didn't see a reason to short there, and we're still ripping. Got in, watch the new high. Got in for short or got in for long. If you are in shorts, be careful. I have tight stops. Yeah, I think we're gonna still keep ripping the way it looks right now. And that would be your safe play of the day. Betting on that uptrend. Longs right here, already up 10 points. Because remember, we have more news today. Like we're just getting started news wise. We have more news today that hasn't even happened yet. Oh, you got in the course, not in the trade. Oh, good. Okay, good. Yeah. Yeah. I was like, hold up. Because I thought you said you got in shorts, and I was like trying to like stay cool, but be like, yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah. So read the premium. If you're a lifetime member, hop into the premium courses section and read that little infographic, and I'll show you how to get access to the course. So yeah, I mean that's a pretty solid uptrend. So as far as my game plan today, I'll talk about it right now, and I will write it up in a second here. But I'm just looking to see if this uptrend continues. There's new all-time highs. If this uptrend continues, I might be looking for some longs off of a pullback just like that. So just like that. And if the uptrend does not continue and we reverse, probably not going to be looking for anything. I mean, I would be targeting this. I'd say this is probably our next target, but I'm probably not going to be looking for anything just because that's not really a setup I like to play. I would much rather play the continuation of the uptrend. And mix up the academy with the lifetime. So if you did get in the lifetime, and it was a time where we said if you get in lifetime, you have access to academy, you will already have access to the academy. You just have to go into WAP and just head into premium courses, read those instructions. You should be good to go. Should be good to go. And we are still sending out a few more emails for the academy to let you know if you got accepted. I mean, see how this can fake people out because it looks like we're coming down here. It really does. It's like, oh, we're coming down, we're coming down. But never come below this candle. Buyers come right back in. Like you could so easily have gotten faked out right there. But you didn't because you're on the live with me. If you're not on live, if you're watching this from YouTube, unfortunately, you may have gotten faked out. But if you're on the live, you do not get faked out. We saw that shit coming. Yes, that's the academy. Yes. Yeah, you see it says Profit Insider Academy at the top, and then those are the first few modules. If you're a monthly subscriber, are they going to pay for the academy? Yes. If you're a monthly subscriber, you do have to pay for the academy because it's a separate thing, and we only have a limited amount of people that are going to be in the academy just because we want to make sure everybody can actually learn and I can answer everybody's question. People are asking if there's going to be another academy, probably in the future, most likely. If you're in this academy, by the way, you're already in the other academy. So like when you get lifetime, you're into whatever next modules, anything we do like that. We also have some more cool stuff coming. A lot of cool stuff coming in terms of algorithms, indicators, all that fun stuff. I think I told y'all like a month ago or 2 months ago, like we're literally just getting started with everything we're doing, and I meant it. Like we have so much cool stuff coming, so much stuff. It's probably fucking annoying. Like I'm not trying to like diss anybody from YouTube, but if you're on YouTube and you're watching this and you're like, damn, like he just called this perfectly, and you're like, shit, I didn't get in that because I'm watching on YouTube. It's probably annoying. Versus if you're on the live, you're like, chill, you're like, hell yeah, I got in, I saw that. But yeah, new all-time highs. Most of the stocks, if we continue going up, which we may not, but if we continue going up, the stocks will also be up when market opens. I love this shit. Fuck yeah, Jack. That's what we do, man. Do you have to watch live in a different? No, you actually don't. So this and the academy both are going to have live education that is pre-recorded. So it's going to be recorded, all recorded. It's going to be put in a little section called recorded lives. And we'll vary the times. We'll vary the times for the academy. We'll do like one at like 2 p.m. and one at like 8 or something. We'll change the times up. Face cam crashed. Can't see my face? That's annoying. I'm going to fix it in 1 second. Can you see the screen? I'm more concerned about if you can see the screen. You can see me? Oh, cool. All right, cool, cool. So watch this. This is like a low volume kind of selling candle. It didn't really look like we wanted to come down. Looks like we want to come up above this high is what it looks like. See how this plays out. Either buyers come on in and they're like, we're going to push this thing up, or they don't, and then we move down. Also, I'm going to end the YouTube video in one moment here. And after I end the YouTube video, I want to go through and I'll answer some questions on the live stream chat. See if we get some volume right here. What is this exact level? Is this 4,332? 4,000, 5,403. 5,432. Jeez. See if we come above it. We're at all-time highs, by the way. We came above it. Yep. And that's a great place to end the YouTube video. I literally said right here, looks like we're going to make new highs. We made new highs. Called it live. Peace out, YouTube.